We have an update on the 95 false killer whales stranded in the Florida Everglades. SNN's Crystal Knowles was at Mote Marine Lab and has more.
According to NOAA, this was the largest false killer whale strandings in U.S. history. Over the weekend, the U.S. Coast Guard spotted the false killer whale stranded along Hog Key.
In the mangroves, they were on the beach. They were being scavenged by sharks. It was a pretty sad scene.
Stranding investigator manager for Mote Marine Lab, Gretchen Lovewell, says rescuers tried to herd the animals into deeper water.
They were able to start moving some of those animals out on Saturday, and unfortunately Sunday morning they were all back on the beach.
Out of 95 false killer whales, 72 died on their own.
Some animals were still alive, most were dead.
And 10 had to be euthanized.
We can't force them, and we couldn't leave them there to suffer.
None of them were strong enough to survive the journey to rehab.
They're deep water, offshore species, so to have them this far inshore is extremely rare.
Despite the horrific scene, Lovewell had to get to work.
It was hard to see, but you try to put on your science hat and figure what can we do to help the animals that are still alive and they're suffering, and what are we going to be able to learn from this event.
As of right now, they don't know what caused the strandings. She hopes with the samples collected, they're able to find out more about this creature scientists don't know much about.
It can be as simple as really strong ties of animals, and one of the leaders starts feeling bad and making poor decisions and the rest of them follow it. Sometimes it can be an external stressor.
But this wasn't the first time false killer whales beached themselves in Florida.
According to NOAA, there has been 2 previous strandings, one in 1986 in Key West and the other in 1989 at Cedar Key. In Sarasota, Crystal Knowles, SNN Suncoast News Network.
Crystal, thank you. Lovewell also says they were able to do 8 necropsies and get samples from the animals that they were able to locate. The samples will now be used for research. 13 false killer whales, though, are still unaccounted for.